They call them fun boys. They'll say, we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Busta.
What about Busta Rhymes? I've definitely seen quite a few people not too happy about your story about Busta Rhymes.
Well, ain't nobody saying nothing to me.
Never heard of him.
Model dude, like a model guy. He be doing like some rapping and stuff. His name Don Benjamin. I'm out with Don Benjamin, and the club we ended up going to, Busta Rhymes in there. Well, I knew about this like in 2012. I knew about this in 2012.
If Busta ever tried to front on me, hit you with no delay, so what you saying, yo? Silly with that 9 milli, what the devil, yo? Yeah, I do his better than him. He better not play with me. I will and perform Busta Rhymes' show. Look, man, if they try to say that if you ever thought that the Busta Rhymes was better than me, you crazy.
And I'm walking across the street and Busta Rhymes just grabbed my hand. And he holding my hand. Now, I ain't know it was Busta at first. You know, Busta Rhymes tall. I'm sure I came up to about right here. So the first thing I noticed was this big ass flip mode chain that was blinding me. So I look at the chain and I'm like, and I look up, I'm like, oh, what's up, Busta? What's up?
Busta Rhymes is getting called out as a major zest monster, and just to be clear, that's not my opinion that's coming directly from his own bodyguard.
I seen you talking about Busta Rhymes before.
Oh yeah.
In some of your videos.
Oh yeah. Super zest monster.
So, Busta Rhymes is going viral right now after a former bodyguard decided to expose him, claiming he made some pretty questionable requests when it came to young guys in his VIP section. But trust me, that's just the beginning. Orlando Brown has also been running his mouth, saying Busta is one of the many down-low rappers who allegedly turned him out. Now, to top it off, 50 Cent jumped into the drama, dropping some not-so-subtle hints about Busta's supposed secret lifestyle. And to make things even crazier, a bunch of other guys are stepping forward with their own stories, claiming Busta made some inappropriate advances and tried to get them to party with him. But let's be real, this isn't just about who they're into. It's about these down-low industry guys who act all tough in public but are moving funny behind the scenes, putting their hands on people because they're too scared to live their truth.
But if you notice, like, there's countless videos of Busta Rhymes getting mad at females for just being girls. This girl touched him one time, he go crazy, throw a drink on her and everything. See what I'm saying? Like, what? Why you getting mad at females? You go to these guys, they in the club, go to their section. It's all men in the section.
It looks like people in the industry have been side-eyeing Busta Rhymes' behavior for a while, just whispering behind closed doors. But now, everything's coming to light. So what exactly did Orlando Brown and 50 Cent have to say about Busta Rhymes? And did he really cross the line with young men? Let's dive in and break it all the way down. Did you know that back in 2006, Busta Rhymes made headlines for going off on a male fan using a homophobic slur? According to the New York Post, the guy walked up, tapped Busta on the shoulder, and was just trying to show love and congratulate him on his comeback. But instead of accepting the compliment, Busta snapped. He turned to his bodyguard and said, "I hate effing F-word, man." Then, in 2007, when Busta was asked about homophobia in the rap game, he made it clear where he stood. He straight up said that because of what he represents culturally, he doesn't condone homosexuality at all. When they pressed him further, asking if hip-hop would ever accept a gay rapper, Busta didn't even bother responding. He just got up and walked out of the interview. Fast forward to today, and it looks like Busta Rhymes might just be another rapper hiding his true self while taking out his frustrations on other people. But let's be real. This isn't even about Busta possibly being into men because, at the end of the day, that's his business. The real issue here isn't his alleged preferences. It's the self-hate, the aggression, and the way he supposedly puts hands on women and former male workers he hires. That's where the hypocrisy comes in. But let's rewind to the early 2000s when people first started whispering about Busta's alleged preferences, and guess who had the guts to spill the tea? None other than Wendy Williams. So what exactly did Wendy reveal about Busta's so-called secret lifestyle? She was out here exposing the so-called homo rumors.
We come from a very homosexual era of hip hop as well. There was a radio personality once upon a time. Her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking about such. And now it's all come full circle.
Word on the street is that back in the day, Wendy Williams had a whole list of rappers living on the down low, and she wasn't afraid to put them on blast. She'd have people call into her show, dropping all sorts of messy details about their supposed encounters with these industry figures. And guess whose name allegedly made that infamous list? Yep, none other than Busta Rhymes. One time, a guy allegedly called into Wendy's show and spilled some wild tea. He claimed that Busta straight up punched him in the face right after he got down on his knees for him. But that wasn't even the craziest part. The caller said that Busta told him to keep quiet about what happened. And get this, it supposedly went down at a club in NYC, a known spot where rappers would slide through for these types of encounters with gay men. Even though Busta allegedly pulled some strings to get that recording scrubbed from the internet, Wendy's OG fans still remember that episode like it was yesterday. But let's not forget, Wendy wasn't just spilling on Busta, she was also one of the first to put Diddy's rumored down-low lifestyle on blast, and she even came with receipts. But here's where it gets really messy. Word is that when Diddy found out Wendy had a photo of him with another man, he wasn't having it. Allegedly, he used his power to get her fired from Hot 97 and practically ran her out of New York, forcing her to start over in Philly.
She put out those pictures of the dude pulling his pants down, and it looked like some gay act that was going on. He got on the phone. He said, let me tell you this. When I get back to New York City, if she's on the radio station, he's talking to a radio executive. He said the same thing to he said, nobody that I deal with, nobody that I know is gonna do anything with y'all, no business at all. It ain't gonna be no artist, no nothing gonna come. He's telling people that at a radio station. When we got back to New York City, Wendy Williams was in Philly at a new station.
Wow.
That's the power he had.